Welcome back to Small Lathe. This is stainless 310 bar. This is 3mm thick, I think. Yes, it is 3mm thick bar, and it is pretty heavy, even though it's just half a meter long. 20 inches, I think. This is not heat treatable, indeed, but it's gonna be nice. 310 stainless steel is really wear resistant, and it's also really rust resistant. Now you can see rust over here. It's not from this billet. Basically, it's from another billet that was standing on top of it and rusted away. Because I can scrape it off and it's gonna go away. 310 stainless steel is really rust resistant. It has the highest chrome content, as far as I know, from all the 300 series. It's about 35% chrome. I'll put the data somewhere over here, over there, on the screen or in the description box below. This is going to be a dough knife, a knife to cut dough, to cut bread, and shape it before you put it in the oven. Now my wife loves to make bread, but she has a problem with her knife rusting off. So all in all, I'm going to cut it in half. And one last thing, if you want to work with 310 stainless steel, don't use your best blade. It's gonna dull it. It's a blade ruining metal. In a previous project that you didn't see, I had to cut 1-inch square stock, which I don't have anymore. I sent it to a friend. But that 1-inch square stock took 1.5 blades per cut. So to cut a 1-inch material, you'd need one blade, starting from a fresh blade and finishing with very few teeth on the blade. That was very time consuming, I should say. We're about to modify this belt sander so we can do some knife cutting, basically shaping using this tool with more ease and comfort. Okay, I'm holding it with this clamp. It's clamped tight. It's also locked at a 90-degree angle, nicely and tightly. I'm pretty pleased. We can start drilling some holes. So one hole done. That's going to make life easier by far. So excuse me, I'm not going to show you drilling holes and tapping holes and all that. That's pretty lame. Pretty basic and simple, and all I have to do is just adjust it. It's now running along the line. It matches the 90-degree angle here I'm putting. Sorry you can't see that. There you go, now you can. And all I have to do is now just drill another hole, set it. Once this is set properly, just have to do the rest. So that's going to be really easy. I'd like to put something in perspective. When I put it against the belt and I want to grind the bevel, the maximum depth of bevel I can have is the depth of the belt. Because unlike normal setups you must see, this belt is thinner than this setup. They did not design this to have the same thickness as the belt, which is kind of ridiculous. So we're having a problem here, and that's why I added this extension. This extension will allow me to grind bevels that are up to 4mm thick, which is the thickness of this sheet. So that's if I'm doing a double bevel knife, that's an 8mm piece of steel that I can grind using this setup. Oopsie, didn't mean to let it go that fast. There we go. Okay, I've discovered another rotor design flaw. Apart from their engines have a tendency to heat up really badly. Second thing is that all the slag and dripping from the whole setup is doing that exactly on the water, on the electrical connection over here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll get you down there a bit. Yeah, near the brush. So over there. So that's not really a smart design. Well, you can see all the dirt. It's a really, really hot day, so it dried up already, but there's quite a bit of metal here. So I decided to modify this. This is candy wrap, basically. There's also this, a magnetic fan to cool it off. Magnetic because this is a magnet. Heavy, not that heavy. Yeah, like so. So this attaches to the motor in a non-formal way, or should I say, in a good way. I think it turned out really nice so far for the roughing, except for this thumb area, which I didn't get to so far, but I'll get to now. The rest will be done in the shop, and I'm forced to shout because there's a storm in a minute. Everything is the wind is picking up. It's not raining yet, but it is going to be shortly. We're seeing thunders in the distance, and it's not that far away. So there we go. This is the current progress. Well, there we are. At this time point, we're ready with the thumb mount or holder. So we have a spacing for a thumb. I just need to get that finished. I didn't show you the process because basically what I did was to drill a hole and just cut the areas, connecting it to the lip, and just, filing. It's fairly basic, very simple. One thing I want to show you is that I needed a 17mm shaft and I had only a 16, and this is just some tubing I had at hand. So my solution to the problem is, as I didn't have any file that's rounded, that's bigger than that, is simply to file like so. Now, of course, that's the final stage because I did all the filing beforehand. That's the finishing touch, just to get rid of everything. And I'm doing very simple bluing as a marker to see that I am touching all the walls and it is half round. So that's also pretty simple and basic. Nothing really fancy. I think I'll want to make sure the ricasso is more well defined. We have it screwed and the screws are well within. Actually, it's not really screwed, it's just held in tight because the heads of the screws are just in the perfect size of the holes. So that's all there is to it, and they're beneath the surface, so they're not going to be ground up. Not that I care, but I don't want to create an angle of some sort. The handle is makeshift from scrap material I had at hand, and away we go. A bit more water here, a bit more water there. You can see start to see metal flashing all over the surface. This is more of the traditional approach. This is held over here. I can just buff and sand as I please. I've pretty much worn all this sandpaper, so off with the old, hello to the new. I'm working mainly on the blade. I have to secure it, otherwise it will flip off and fall. Don't ask me how I know. we got to a fairly nice knife, I think. I'm pretty pleased. And this sheath has been shaped off camera. Sorry about that, but it's been shaped on my belt sander. It's only a temporary sheath, that's why I'm not bothering about it too much. I do intend to make a sheath from an ipia wood, which will be a lot nicer, but that's in the distant future. No rush in the meantime. I got other things on my plate, so this will be a further future project, not in the immediate time. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And remember, be creative, be lazy. That's good. Bye bye.